watching, you know what, never mind, man. I got a surprise for y'all at the end of the video, and hell, you can skip to it now and watch it if you want to. But I don't really get this legally required to give an alibi thing. Seems like if you're the one making the accusations, then you're the one that has something to prove, not me.
Innocent until. Oh man, what's going on? I started to give y'all some information that was not pertinent, man. How y'all doing on this great Tuesday, man? Miami living, man. It's 93 degrees. It is 3:56 p.m. Eastern time. I just said Miami, so that should tell you that. Hell, last night or the night before that, it was 8:32 and it was 92 degrees. So, hey, man, I don't know how y'all live in places like Arizona and, you know, wherever at where it's like the desert where it's really, really hot. I just like, would I rather live in extremely hot temperatures or extremely cold temperatures? I used to say that I was going to retire to the Alaskan wilderness. People always think that I'm joking when I say that, but I was very serious and still may. So how y'all doing, man? Bryan has turned in his alibi, which is no alibi at all. He's still saying, and I say Bryan, but this is his lawyer speaking, man. And Taylor, I want to reiterate that up until now, man, I love this woman, man. I love her presentation. I love how she moves her pieces on the chessboard, man. She is so eloquent. I mean, this is how you war, right? And I make no mistakes about it. They're trying to put this man in front of a firing squad and shoot at him until he's no longer among the living. So if you don't know that this is war, I don't know where you've been or how you define war. So I love how she moves her pieces on the chessboard, man. If we could liken this to a game of chess, figuratively, the woman is just eloquent, man. She's not. See, I'm at a place in my life where I'm going to tell you to kiss my ass. I'm going to be honest with you. I was more Ann Taylor 10, 15 years ago when I wasn't so war wounded. And I, you know, maybe I need to be more Ann Taylor right now. Maybe you do as well. But she's very poised, man. She knows what she's doing. She knows when to move the rook. She knows when to move the pawn. She knows when to just sit back and look at her opponent while they're deciding what move to make. And in this instance, they have made literally no move. Now, with my lack of legal expertise, me and Coffee After Dark having commonalities there, we both know not a damn thing about the legal system. She just sells hers better because she got the look and I don't. And I don't give no damn about political correctness, and she does. She panders to the right audience, you know what I mean? She says the right things, does the right things, and there's a world out there for that. Me, I'm just gonna be me. But neither of us know a damn thing about legalities. I'm very curious how the judge will respond to this. Now, with everything I just said about Ann Taylor, seemingly knowing what the hell she's doing, I'm very sure she already, like, when you're playing chess, remember I likened it to a game of chess, you know what your opponents are going to do, like 3, 4, 5 moves ahead, hopefully, right? And even though the judge is not an opponent, if we're figuratively comparing this to a game of chess, she's a part of the game. I'm pretty sure Ann Taylor has the possibilities in front of her of how the judge will respond, if not absolutely how the judge will respond. Me not knowing anything about that, and I'm not doing any extracurricular diving into it, I'm very curious how the judge will respond. I've heard that the judge could give them an extension. It doesn't even seem like she asked for an extension. She literally said that Bryan is exercising, he knows he has to give an alibi, but he's also exercising his constitutional right to remain silent. I don't know how that, lines up in court. I could have probably went and watched the video from the lawyer that knows. He probably will break it down today on his channel. So if you guys want to know, if you don't already have, a content creator to go to get the details on these things, while I'm just over here talking about, the
logical aspects, bro. Why you always stuttering when the camera come on?
They will break down the legalities of it. I definitely recommend a lawyer who knows. I don't watch many other people in that realm. I don't watch many other people at all, but in that realm, he's the one that I go to. Or Bruce, I can't think of his name, the hip hop lawyer, he break it down too. I like him. I don't know how much, covering he's doing of this case. But me again, guys, I'm sorry I stammered through that part. I'm just very curious to see how the judge and the court will respond to this. I also love Judge John Judge. He seems to be a fair man. He seems to have no side. He's just on the side of justice. He wants to do things by all the legal formalities. He doesn't want to step outside of the boundaries. We're always hearing him impress upon the prosecution and the media, man. Y'all need to stop tripping, man. Stop trying to sway the public's mindset in this case. But other than that, I have no problem with this, man, because I would read it to you guys, but it's out there, man. Go read it. Basically, you know what I mean, she didn't say anything. Ann Taylor filed a response and she didn't say anything. But I'm hearing that also there is, you know, evidence that they're waiting on the prosecution to present. I want to reiterate, I don't think the prosecution has a case. But I am hearing a lot more about this Jack guy. Now, what I'm about to say is not news to you guys, but it's news to me because I'm not a rabbit hole person. First and foremost, I want to say I don't know Jack is guilty. Was he playing a video game? Was he asleep? Was he on the phone with another chick so he didn't want his girl to know? I don't know none of that. I frankly and respectfully and kindly don't think you guys do either. But the possibilities are out there. We don't know that just because anybody is cleared, that means they're not guilty. Do you know Baby M? You know Baby M, right? That's my baby, Marcelina. Come on, man. You know I smile when I ask you that question. You know Baby M. If not, ask me about it. So, I'm hearing that there's some suspicion still around Jack. Like, we already know the suspicion we have around Dylan and Bethany, but because Jack's story, I guess you guys are saying, isn't confirmed or seems to be all over the place, you guys are still wondering if he has anything to do with this. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you know about Jack, and maybe I'll, you know, make some reels or just post on the community tab what you guys feed to me, because I want to know what's going on. Now, I'm going to dive down this Jack rabbit hole with you guys, but I want to know. The reason I bring this up is because people have also been mentioning, shout out to my homegirl, Misty, and my player partner right there, her and Jackson. Maybe the possibilities of this being a ritual killing type thing. I'm probably not going to link it, you know what I'm saying? But what I did early on, one of the possibilities that I mentioned is the possibility that this was a ritual killing. It just points to the roommates for me. Until now. Jeez. I'm going to say that I'm adding this theory and I'm not eliminating the roommates. But don't be surprised if you hear me start to say this theory makes even more sense than the roommates to me. It was a planned killing, guys. It was a ritual killing, some sort of thrill killing. It was 2 or more people. I'm going to say that they definitely had attempted that. Now, I'm going to tell you why I mentioned that. I also attached a case to it. Back then, when I was making videos, I would show real cases of the possibilities that I was bringing up, because a lot of times people be like, that's not possible. That doesn't happen. No, it not only has it happened and does it happen, it has happened before and it probably will happen again. So rest in peace to Cassie Jo Stoddard. She was murdered in something like that, a ritual killing. 2 young boys killed her. So I thought about that early on, and the title of the video is It's Not the Roommates. I Know Who the Killers Are. And that was one of the possibilities that I was bringing up, that it was a ritual killing, that these college kids were involved in some type of, you know, whether it be satanic or just some initiative-based type of situation where they had to go out and kill 4 people. You got to rewind this case, man. And we don't know what's going on. There's no Bryan yet. And we're just trying to figure out what's going on. And it occurred to me, like the drug angle, that they very possibly could have been trying to get initiated into some club, some cult, something, right? It's just possible, man. It's happened before. Hopefully it won't happen again, but we're human, so it wouldn't be strange to hear about it happening again. Now, the problem I have with that is, at this point, guys, I am absolutely convinced that the powers that be in Moscow, Idaho are involved in this case. There's too much shaking and grooving where there should be no shaking and grooving. There's too much no shaking and grooving where there should be some shaking and grooving going on. I'm listening because, once again, this is who sends me all the content, guys. If you're on Twitter and you get the noise, she's probably going to tag you in it too. My homegirl sending us videos, and one of the videos are interviews, older interviews of the gun Culverses, you know, Steve and his family. They're talking. Come on, man, we're not doing nothing. I'm going to the coffee shop. You trying to snitch on and let the audience know? Okay, cool, I'm going to the coffee shop. Stop making all that damn noise. So Steve and his family, mom, dad, I can't remember if that was the brother. I'm almost certain it was the brother, but it might have been a cousin or something. They're giving interviews and they're being asked about the case, but they're saying, hey man, number one, we think some people were cleared too soon. We still think certain people need to be looked into. But it doesn't kind of jive with the Jack theory, because they are supporting him. They're saying, nah, he didn't have nothing to do with it. He's with us. We love him. We believe he's innocent. But my partner told me, hey, man, when they said they think some people are being cleared too soon, they were definitely talking about Bethany and Dylan. That confuses me because I thought I seen them doing videos where they were supporting Bethany and Dylan and saying they were victims too and leave them alone, right? So I don't know what's going on here, but I do know that all of this shucking and jiving that's going on and not shucking and jiving that's going on. Y'all have already seen the videos if you follow me. I've laid out my theories. People on the Facebook and Twitter asking me my theories. You're going to have to go to YouTube, man. I make detailed videos that take me hours to produce. You got to check out the videos. I'm not doing all that in the comment section. I've told you why I think the Moscow Police Department is involved. I've told you why I think the university is involved. I've reiterated I don't know any of this. These are my speculations and suspicions. Now I have another theory, and I'm going to combine it with the ritual killing theory. Could it be? I mean, could it just, I'm going to be honest with you from the outset and tell you, this could be a possibility. I'm going to lay it out for you guys, but I don't think this is it, man. I really believe that the powers that be have something going on in that town. They done murdered them damn kids, and now they going out of their way to cover it up. Now, I don't know why in the hell y'all thought y'all was going to get away with this. That's what puzzles me, too. I don't know. Maybe y'all have done some stuff like this before. Maybe you didn't have no damn choice because the information that was going to get out, like you just had to pull out all the stops for this. I have no idea why in the hell y'all thought y'all were going to get away with this the way it has been handled. I don't know. I'm going to give y'all another theory that's going to make my homegirl and some of y'all mad too about Bryan. But what if some of the college students did participate in some type of ritual killing? What if they did do this and they are just connected? Not in the sense that they themselves are connected, but their parents are connected. I done told y'all, you know, I hate to say this, but I'm going to say it. Steve G, you know, you got me a little concerned, bro. You know, the Uber driver, I know ain't nobody even calling his name, or the food driver, not the guy who brought, not the guy who brought the food later, not the Uber Eats guy. That's who all y'all keying in on. The obvious person. I'm not saying to rule them out either. Y'all keying on such and such and her boyfriend. I'm not saying to rule them out either. I'm still wondering about people that y'all ain't even thinking about. The Uber driver, damn it. We know you was at Taco Bell or whatever. We got the timestamps. They got the videos or whatever. But that don't mean you ain't set them girls up. That don't mean you weren't part of the plan. I'm sorry, y'all know I don't play when it comes to defending men. But damn it, I just got to tell the truth. Were some of these college students, was Dylan and Bethany, they parents, they uncle, they aunt, somebody, we've heard of these stories. Hey man, we got some pool, they done got into something, we need y'all to put. Didn't it happen with the what's his name down there in South Carolina where I'm from? Alex McDonald, his sons got involved in some stuff and y'all thinking he covered for them and paid their way out of it? Is this what's going on in Moscow? Did Dylan, Bethany, Jack, whoever? I don't know, because I don't like to falsely accuse people, and I have no. But y'all saying, yo, Jack, his alibis. Let me ask you this. That doesn't convince me to look at this man suspiciously at all. Let me tell you why. Tell me what you were doing last Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Now, I'm not talking to the people that be in Bible study consistently every week on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. I'm not talking to the people that go to the gym 4 or 5 days a week or every week or every day of the week and that you be in there from 6 to 8 o'clock. I'm not talking about you guys who have schedules and you've had them for the last 6 months to the last 5 years. Obviously, you know what you were doing. I'm talking about the people like me. We live random lives. We set our own schedule. What were you doing last Wednesday at 7 o'clock? Keep it real. What were you doing the Wednesday before that? What were you doing three Thursdays 3 months ago? What was 3 months ago? Whatever that was on Thursday night at 5 p.m. What were you doing? Not the people who have a consistent schedule, the people who have random schedules like me, and we make our own damn schedule, guys. I ain't leave the house damn near all last week. I was recuperating, resting, and staying away from true crime because I could. Praise God. So I could tell you I was in a house, but damn it, then when you're going to start asking me specifics like they do in the interrogation room, well, what were you doing? What were you watching? What were you... Bruh, I don't know. I probably was flipping through Twitter, flipping through Instagram, flipping through Facebook, probably was watching some damn YouTube videos, whether it was true crime or cartoon. I don't know. I'm going to tell you that. And the way these cases are set up, y'all going to say, well, that makes them guilty. It don't prove nothing, bro. It prove we living our damn life, and so I don't know what the hell I was doing. And I'm going to tell you the damn truth. If I was cheating on my damn girlfriend, or I was panicked because somebody had got murdered when all this was going on, I'm going to stutter, homie. Because I ain't going to know whether to tell you if I was cheating on my girlfriend or if I was playing the video game, man. I'm not, especially if my girlfriend is one of the murder victims. You think I'm about to come out here and tell you that while as she was being murdered, I was talking to her. No, man, you crazy as hell. I'm saying I would, being me, but as a young person, be I male or female, I can see how I would stutter in that situation because I'm going to automatically think you going to want to know, damn, boy, did I have something to do with it? Now, what if I was playing a video game and talking to a girl besides my girlfriend? What if I was half asleep, and texting, talking to, or falling asleep on the phone with a girl that wasn't my girlfriend? I might tell you I was asleep and leave out the part where I was talking to the girl. I might tell you I was playing a video game and leave out, does that mean so I'm just saying all that to say, guys, I'm listening to you. I ask you kindly, if you care to, drop it in the comments why y'all think Jack may or may not be involved. But me personally listening to you guys, I don't. And this is why I say that y'all know how I am, man. I know everybody's so sensitive. I have to extra. You know what I mean?
Fine print. There's a need to add extra fine print here, and it would be that having a difference of opinion does not auto-equate to intent to offend.
I'm not trying to offend anybody, bro. I don't think none of us know what the hell going on, including me. We just talking about it and talking through it. So that's not my intention to offend anybody. I'm just asking you guys. So that was it, guys. Could it be that the Moscow Police Department and the university aren't directly involved in it as much as it is one of those things like in South Carolina where one of the kids have family members with ties, and so they're just like, hey, we ain't gonna let our child go out like this? I'm just presenting another opportunity, another possibility. I got one more for you guys. My homegirl finna kill my ass for this. What if it is Bryan, man? You're not going to convince me, man, that Bryan was involved in this case alone. That's just always going to be a hard sell for me. But damn it, Bryan very well could be a mastermind, man. I mean, come on, man. It's just, as much as it's not out of the realm of possibility, all these other scenarios we're talking about, Bryan being a mastermind is not either. I'm going to tell you what got me thinking about this. I was listening to a case, man, where this person had murdered somebody and they had done everything right. And it wasn't 4 people here, it was just one person. But they had done everything right except something very simple, right? Very simple, they got it wrong, and years later, that very simple thing, it led back to them. What if that's the case with Bryan? Follow me here. Bryan is a mastermind. He knows what he's doing. This is not out of the realm of possibility, guys. I'm an OCD type person. We clean everything. I'm on the way to the coffee shop right now. When I get there, I use their table wipes to wipe off the table and the whole seat and the back seat that I'm going to sit on. Some of you have been following me for a while. You've heard this before. Then I pull out my sanitizing wipes and I wipe off those same areas because I'm not sitting down. When I go into my house, I never go into my damn house at the end of the day, man, without taking my phones. I got 2 of them. I take my phones, I wipe them off with sanitizing wipes before I get into the shower, and then when I get out of the shower, I wipe them again or with sanitizing wipe because I'm conscious of the fact that I've been out all day. I've been setting my phone on these tables that I also clean, right? I've been touching things and whatever, so I'm not going to take my phone and then put it in my bed where I put my head and my face and everything, and I haven't cleaned it off. That's how I think. Follow me. It's not it's not unthinkable to me that someone like Bryan, someone like me, we clean up every damn thing. The only evidence we would leave is something very minimal that we just unconsciously or subconsciously forgot to clean. Because I'm going to tell you something, with all the cleaning I do, sometimes I do forget small things because it's so much. But you'll clean so well, and it's not even always about forgetting. Sometimes you just can't get to those places and you thought you have or whatever. Remember I told you I wipe my phone off? I don't take the phone out of the case and wipe it off. I just wipe the case and all of the outside, the exterior, right? But if I actually take my phone out of the case, which I do this periodically too, and wipe it off, there's even more dust that is, encapsulated itself there. So for me, guys, it's not unthinkable that Bryan did go in there and do this, and maybe not alone, or even alone. Damn it, that's going to be a hard sell for me. But listen, the stranger things have happened. Maybe he went in there and did this alone. And with his cleaning ass, that to me, that would be like, okay, that's how he got away without leaving as much evidence as we're looking for. But then, some things you just can't clean. You forget them, you can't get to them, etc., guys. Let me tell you whether I believe that's the case or not. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't know. I'm not ruling it out. I'm sorry. I'm not with the Bryan is completely innocent crowd. I don't know. I have said this and I will say this. If I was on the jury and I had to vote right now, based on what the prosecution, who have no damn case whatsoever, Listen, the prosecution's case right now is with Carly's baby. The prosecution's case right now is with Carly's babies. It's non-existent. That shit don't exist nowhere. There's no case in the court. There's no baby on the side of the road. Y'all have shown us nothing except, you know, some suspicious DNA, some suspect questionable DNA on a sheaf that has a very suspicious travel history. Besides this, you have nothing. I tweeted this, I Facebooked this. You don't have no eyewitness testimony. You don't have no evidence. You don't have no confession. You don't have anything besides some questionable DNA on a sheaf that has a suspicious travel history. There's no way in hell I could convict this man. But in my conscience, I'm going to be honest with you. If I was on the jury, I would be like, I can't vote to convict. But in my conscience, I would still be wondering, did you have something to do with this case? I would. And for me, I'm honest enough to admit it's the question of how did they arrive to you, sir? And I can answer that question for myself. Y'all framed this man from the jump. So that's why I say, man, I can't say that I would convict Bryan at all. I would much more be leaning toward this man is absolutely innocent. But I'm honest enough to say that I also don't know that at this point. And because they have arrested him, I would just have to wait and see what case the prosecution will present in court. Because once again, up until now, their case is with Carly's baby. That shit don't exist. I mean, we done looked on the side of the road, girl. We done bought the CIA in here, literally. We done bought the FBI in here, literally. Your case doesn't exist. It's like Carly's baby. So you guys tell me what you think, man. I don't know, you know, whether we got a ritual killing here, but I did say it, man, in the I think it was like the second video I did. It's not the roommates. We know who the killers are. You know, this was a ritual killing, like with the Cassie Jo Stoddard case. Rest in peace to her. I'm still thinking that the town and the university are probably involved, the powers that be. And I'm still confused about, do the Goncalveses, Steve G and his family, forgive me, y'all know I never know how to pronounce anyone's name, do they believe that Bryan is involved in this crime? Do they believe that he's the suspect? Do they believe that he has anything to do with it at all? Because I've heard Steve G say things like, that make me think he does think Bryan has something to do with it. But then you're still running around saying people were cleared too early and stuff. Do you still feel like that? Because that is really painting. We already know there's some dichotomy between that family and the prosecution, and that family and the university, and that family in Moscow PD. But you're really painting a cloud over the prosecution's case against the person that they've accused of murdering your daughter, sir. So what should we think about that? If you're not even sure about that case, what should we think about it? Hey, man, I'm not going to ramble on and make this video any more dull than it already is, guys. Shout out to you. I want to leave you with this story, man. I can't remember her name. This young lady just got convicted of murdering her father. Well, maybe she was already convicted and she got sentenced to a year plus whatever time she's already served. And I was reviewing the case because I seen Court TV put it up. I put it on the community tab. And it breaks my heart, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I put it on the community tab, but I also tweeted about it, and several people came at me and they were like, hey, man, well, the reason a lot of us didn't even think she was going to get convicted because she poisoned her dad with some lye or something and murdered him. And people were like, we didn't even think she was going to get convicted because, number one, he abused her whole life. So that's why she killed him. Number two, it was her birthday and he promised to take her somewhere and then he didn't do it. And then number three, I don't think, you know, it was other things. I'm not even going to say that because, like I said, I don't want to sound like I'm taking shots at anyone because I'm not. I'm, as a man, offended by the whole argument. So I said, this is what I said. I said, I'm going to look into this case, man. Because first I asked my homegirl on Twitter, I said, well, she said, well, he abused her whole life. That's why she killed him. I said, okay, cool. Not cool that she killed him because that's still a crime. Obviously, that's why she's in court and got convicted and sentenced. The question that Court TV asked is the year sentence fair? Is that justice? Let me put that out there. But I asked her, was it proven that he abused her? Like, is there proof that he abused her? Guys, let me tell you why I have to ask this question, because a couple of days ago I tweeted, we just watched Carly lie to the entire world. We watched Sherry Papini lie to the entire world. You guys much of you didn't watch my Carly videos. They're there if you want to watch them. You don't have to, obviously. But Carly is not the first Carly. Carly won't be the last Carly. And what I tweeted was, very soon there will be another Carly, and we won't even vet her story. We will simply believe it because she's Carly. And by Carly, I mean she's a woman making accusations. I'm not going to go too deep because y'all get offended and don't want to hear this shit, even though it's real. And now we have this lady who murdered her father. She's 18 years old, and people are saying, okay, well, he abused her. My simple question is, Is there proof that he abused her, or is she out here Carlying? Because she know y'all are gonna believe her simply because she's Carly. So I said, yo, let me look into the case. And eventually, long story short, I did a little delving into the case. And by that, I mean, I simply typed into YouTube the lady's name, who I can't remember right now, and I typed in abused after that. It brought up a video of her mom testifying, and while the video was playing, I was reading the comments. Damn it, even the women in the comments were saying they're full of shit, man. That nothing that happened in that man's life, who had an addiction and probably some mental health problems, justified her murdering it. This is what the comments are saying. I don't know how you watch YouTube videos, but I listen to the videos, and then I go to the comment section to see what people are saying, because they're going to commentate the video and tell you what's going on in it. I guess I'm saying all that, man, without getting too deep in it, to say, man, how in the hell do we watch Carly lie to the world? How do we know that Carlys exist, and yet we still, simply because people are who they are and they belong to their demographic, all they got to do is make an accusation and we begin to excuse their actions? Did her father's life is his life not worth us vetting that damn story? She murdered him. She murdered him, and people are literally saying, I'm telling you, go to the comments, people are literally saying, well, she's 18 and they were living in a filthy condition and he promised to take her out. It was her birthday. Okay. He didn't take his daughter out on her birthday, not on no pedophile type stuff, birthday activities type stuff. He didn't do that, and that means he deserved to be murdered? What is going on, man? Do y'all have sons? And I'm telling you why I do this, because it breaks my heart. Do you realize you're creating a world where your son, a female, can just do something to your damn son and they're going to excuse it? The world is going to excuse it. This girl got a year's sentence in jail. I don't even know how much she's going to serve for murdering her dad. And the contextual justification around that is he didn't take her out for birthday activities on her birthday. They lived in filthy conditions. He allegedly abused her. No proof. I'm still waiting on somebody to tell me where the proof is, guys. This is not okay. I'm done with the video. I'm just trying to tell you, if you have sons, if you have brothers, if you have a husband, if you have a father, we just watched Carly lie to the whole damn world. We just watched Carly lie to the whole damn world, and everybody believed her story initially because she was Carly. And you know what the hell I'm saying when I say Carly. I'm not talking about no damn black woman. She's Carly, so we gotta believe Carly? No, we don't gotta believe Carly. Carly's lie because they know that most people will believe it, and it creates a dangerous damn world for all of us. Let that resonate with your mind. You have sons, you have husbands, you have brothers, you have fathers. Carly shouldn't be able to make the damn world dangerous for their innocent asses simply because she's Carly. It's not blasphemy to vet their damn accusations, especially when they're out here murdering people. Men, women, and children. It's not blasphemy to vet their accusations. You shouldn't believe it and sympathize with them just because they accuse. Damn it, if you in trouble, you start making up shit too to get out of it. Come on, man. Innocent until. Passions arise, truth get told. I said I had a surprise. Here it goes.
All right, man. So, are you homeless?
Yeah, technically I am.
What's up with all the face tats, man? Like, when did we start to get all these face tats? Was it before prison or after?
I had 3 before I went to prison. It's like a do not test sign because, like, I'm not proud of what I did. I went to prison for my mom for a time. I'm not proud of what I did.
Okay, so hold on.
Yep.
Back up now. You went to prison for what cause? I was about to ask you
Aggravated assault for my mom for a time, July the 4th, 2015. My mom used to tell me she wish I was dead, I'm stupid, she hope I go to prison to get. And I was a good son. I wasn't like no messed up son. For her birthday, Christmas, I always got her something, cut the yard, you know. She just don't like my dad. So it took me years to realize that a lot of women don't like the father, so they'll treat the child a certain way. But you know, going to prison, I growed a lot. 7 years clean on alcohol, this, that, and
so hold on, how did it get to the point to where you started though? What happened?
So this 27 years of built up anger. So one day the volcano erupted. Like I tell people, pressure bust pipe. So like I tell anybody, I'm not proud of what I did. I wasn't trying to kill her. I was just trying to humble her. I shot her 4 times with and I was on the EP on 4th of July. I ain't eat nothing that day till later on when I went to the club.
So hold on. So for one thing, was your mom okay? Did she pass or anything?
No,
like that?
she's still alive. She's
So
staying in
still good.
Columbus, but
Okay.
she's a devil. You know, I ain't got
I was
nothing
about to
against
say,
her.
what's y'all's relationship like today?
Our relationship, to be honest, how I tell anybody, it's like the Bloods and the Crips and the 80s.
Jesus.
That's how bad it is.
Are accusations still proof? If you accuse someone of abusing you, it's okay to come back and violently assault them, even murder them later, right? So what some of y'all were telling me about this young lady murdering her father. So now that we know this young man accused his mom of abusing him and he came back and shot her later, I'm expecting that you're going to take up for him and justify his actions as well, correct? Innocent until. Released immediately after sentencing. She didn't serve a day.